It's one of life's great cosmic jokes that we're all walking around with a divine mint, capable of printing endless riches, yet we spend most of our time using it to counterfeit poverty. And oh, how we love to run that counterfeit press. You know the sound it makes. It sounds like, "I can't afford that," or "there's never enough," or my personal favorite, "money just seems to fly out the window." We say these things with such conviction, as if we're just reporting the news. But you're not a reporter in your own reality. You're the editor-in-chief, the publisher, and the press operator all rolled into one. You're creating the headlines you then complain about reading. It's a hilarious, frustrating, and deeply human loop to be stuck in, but today, we're breaking the cycle. In this session, we are going to explore this very power through the lens of two absolute titans of thought. We're going to dive into the profound teachings of Neville Goddard, who taught us how to live internally in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And we are going to pair that with the glorious, unapologetic boldness of Reverend Ike, who declared that money is simply God in action. We're going to unite Neville's quiet inner conviction with Ike's vibrant outer declaration. Because true, lasting prosperity isn't just a thought, and it isn't just an action. It's a fully integrated state of being. This is the secret to powerful manifestation. It's when your inner conversation and your outer conversation are singing the exact same song of abundance. It's about realizing that your words are not just sounds. They are sacred decrees. They are either printing the evidence of infinite supply in your life, or they are breeding the illusion of lack. There is no in-between. So how do we get stuck printing these counterfeit bills of lack day in and day out? Neville Goddard understood this perfectly. He saw that the cause of every condition in your life is rooted in how you use your imagination. Now think of your imagination as a divine, cosmic kitchen. Seriously. In this kitchen, there is a master chef. Call it God, consciousness, the universe, whatever you like. And this chef can cook up literally anything you order instantly. The ingredients are infinite. The only catch is that you are the waiter. You are the one who takes the order from your conscious mind and delivers it to the chef in the kitchen of your imagination. The problem is, we are terrible, terrible waiters. We walk into the kitchen and say, "Chef, I'd like an order of financial freedom with a side of joyful success." The chef says, "You got it," and immediately starts preparing this magnificent feast. But then, on the way out of the kitchen, we start mumbling to ourselves. We mutter, "Ugh, I'll probably never get that. The service here is so slow, I bet they're out of the ingredients for success anyway. I'm just going to end up with more bills." And the cosmic chef, who hears your inner mumbling just as clearly as your spoken order, gets confused. The chef thinks, "Oh, the waiter is changing the order. They don't want the feast. They want slow service, missing ingredients, and more bills." Okay, one order of frustration coming right up, and that is what gets served to you in your reality. You are creating the disappointing meal with your secret inner complaints. You are living in the end, all right, but it's the end of a story you don't even want. This is precisely where Reverend Ike's glorious wisdom comes roaring in to validate the whole process. When Ike says money is God in action, he's telling you what the feast is made of. That abundance, that profit, that cash in your hand, that is the tangible evidence of the divine chef's work. So when you mumble that you can't afford it, or that there's never enough, you are, in the most literal sense, looking at the divine chef and saying, "I don't believe in your cooking. I deny your presence in this kitchen." You are refusing the meal that is your birthright. The beautiful part is that you can correct the order at any moment. It's a game. The moment you catch yourself mumbling about lack, you just playfully turn back to the kitchen and say, "Oops, chef, my mistake. Cancel that last bit. Stick with the original order, the glorious feast of abundance, and I'll be out here setting the table for it." If you're enjoying learning how to place better orders in your own cosmic kitchen, It would mean the world to me if you'd take a moment to like this video and subscribe for more. It helps us get these recipes out to more people who are hungry for a change, because once you realize you're the one writing the menu, everything changes. You stop accepting the scraps you've been accidentally ordering and start demanding the feast. Now, setting the table for that feast is not a quiet little affair you do in the privacy of your own mind. Oh no, darling. Once you've placed the order with the chef, you have to walk out of that kitchen and act like you know a glorious meal is on its way. This is where you put on your self-image. This is where you start walking the walk. So many people get this part wrong. They place a 5-star order for abundance, but then they shuffle through life like they're expecting a bowl of cold gruel. They walk into a room apologizing for the oxygen they're about to breathe. Their shoulders are slumped, their eyes are on the floor, and their whole energy screams, "Please don't notice me, I'm not worth much." Reverend Ike would look at that and laugh. He would tell you to stop that nonsense right now. Throw your shoulders back, lift your chin. When you walk into a room, you walk in like you own the building, and you're just stopping by to see how your tenants are doing. You don't have to say a word. Your posture, your stride, your presence says it all. It says, "I belong here. I am a person of value. My feast is on its way." This isn't arrogance. It's divine alignment. That inner feeling of the wish fulfilled that Neville taught you about. It needs a body to live in. It can't live in a body that's hunched over in shame and apology. You have got to stop identifying with poverty. It is not a cute look. It is not noble. It is a shabby hand-me-down coat that you refuse to take off, even though you have a closet full of cashmere waiting for you. When you go into a store, stop looking at beautiful things with the sad eyes of a hungry child looking through a bakery window. You look at them with the eyes of a connoisseur. You appreciate the quality. You carry yourself with the energy of someone who could buy it if they chose to. Whether you buy it today or not is irrelevant. The energy, the self-image, is what matters. You are dressing your soul for the part it was born to play. Your spiritual wealth has to be reflected in how you carry yourself. I want to hear from you on this. Drop a comment below and tell me one tiny physical change you are going to make this week to start acting like your feast is on its way. Are you going to lift your chin? Are you going to stop shuffling your feet? Are you going to look people in the eye? Let's declare it. Because your bank account will never believe you're a millionaire if your posture is screaming that you're overdrawn. You have to give that new inner state a bold, unapologetic, fabulous new way to walk in the world. But here comes the real test. This is the part where I have to give you the reality check, and I'm going to be stern, because I love you and I want you to succeed. You've placed your 5-star order. You're walking with your shoulders back. You feel, for a moment, like $1 million, and then you check your bank account, and it's the same. The mail comes, and it's just another bill. Nothing has happened. This is the gotcha moment. This is the moment of truth where 99% of people fail. Because what do? You panic. You start checking your banking app every 10 minutes, like it's a slot machine you're sure is about to pay out. You start thinking, well, that was a fun little game, but it didn't work. You feel a little foolish. Your shoulders start to slump again. You just canceled your order. You ran back into the kitchen screaming, "Never mind, chef. I knew it was too good to be true. Just give me the usual bowl of lack and frustration." And right there, my love, is where the whole glorious enterprise can fall apart. This gap, this pause between your inner declaration and its outer arrival, is where the real work is done. This is what Neville meant by persistence. It is the sacred discipline of denying the senses. Your senses are liars. They are tattletales, only reporting on old news, on the reality you created with yesterday's shabby thoughts. You must learn to look at your current reality, your current bank balance, your current bills, and smile at them as if they are ghosts. They are echoes of a person you no longer are. Reverend Ike would tell you to turn your back on the ghetto of your old circumstances. You don't argue with it. You don't cry over it. You simply withdraw your attention from it. When a thought of "it's not working" pops into your head, you treat it like a telemarketer call. You don't get angry, you just say, "I'm not interested," and hang up. You have placed an order for a feast. Your only job now is to keep setting the table, not to keep running to the kitchen door to see if it's coming. Think of it this way. You have planted a seed. The seed of abundance is now in the soil of your consciousness. Does a gardener plant a seed and then dig it up every single day to see if it's growing? Of course not. That would kill it. The growth is happening underground, in the dark, where you cannot see it. Your job is to have faith, to water it with your continued feeling of the wish fulfilled, and to keep the weeds of doubt and fear out of the garden. This time gap is not a punishment. It is a germination period. Don't you dare dig up your seed. So how do you protect that seed? How do you water it while you wait for the harvest? You do it by uniting the inner world and the outer world into one seamless performance. Neville gives you the secret blueprint for the feeling, and Reverend Ike gives you the rocket fuel to live it out loud. Together, they give us a secret weapon for reprogramming your entire reality. Let's call it the divine deposit. It's simple, it's powerful, and it will change the way you move through your day. Here is what you are going to do. Find a quiet moment, just for you. Close your eyes. I want you to imagine a simple, concrete scene that implies your financial freedom. Don't imagine a mountain of cash. That's too abstract. Instead, imagine logging into your bank account and seeing a balance that makes you feel a deep, calm sense of relief and security. Feel the chair you're sitting in. Hear the quiet click of the mouse. See the number on the screen and let that feeling of "it is done" wash over you. It's not excitement. It's a quiet, solid knowing. This is you depositing the order into your subconscious mind. Now open your eyes. The exercise has just begun. The goal is to not let that feeling evaporate. Stand up, but bring that feeling of quiet, solid knowing with you. How does a person with that bank balance walk to the kitchen to get a glass of water? They don't shuffle. They don't slump. Their shoulders are relaxed. Their breathing is deep. They move with a gentle, unshakable confidence. This is your reality rehearsal. You carry that inner feeling into your physical posture. Your only job is to practice this divine deposit daily and then protect that feeling at all costs. This is your new mental diet. You have just successfully conceived a new state of being. Do not, under any circumstances, perform a mental abortion 5 minutes later because you get an unexpected bill. That doubt, that fear, it's just the morning sickness of your old self dying off. Treat it as such, acknowledge it, and then gently return your attention to the feeling of your wish already fulfilled. You are no longer breeding lack, you are embodying profit. So this is it. This is the moment the lecture ends, and your life as a master creator begins. You now hold the keys to the entire kingdom. You have the inner blueprint from Neville to feel it real, and the outer rocket fuel from Reverend Ike to live it bold. There is no power outside of you to petition. There is no gatekeeper to appease. You are the sole operant power in your reality. The universe is not happening to you. It is responding through you. Your every thought, feeling, and word is a direct command to the infinite. This is your final charge. Go forth and live from this power. Embody this one central glorious truth. I am the voice that decrees my fortune and the living proof of its arrival. This is your new default setting. If you are committed to mastering this unified practice and making it your permanent state of being, then subscribe and join us. We are building a world of creators, not beggars. The press is yours. The ink is your divine imagination. The paper is the magnificent story of your life. So go on and print your profit. Stop running the counterfeit press of lack when you were born to be the mint. I am wealth mindset.